What is it? What does it do in 3D? Stick around. Let's find out what this is. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Scott, Edge of 3D. You know that already. Clicked on the channel. So, at today's date, at the time I'm filming this, I'm over 7,800 subscribers on the channel. And never thought I'd get there. So first off, thank you very much to each and every single person that has subscribed. I can't say it enough. Secondly, one of the things that happens when you get to a certain point with videos and presence on YouTube in a space is you start to get collaboration emails wanting to collaborate. I get lots of them. I get collaboration requests for jewelry. You see, I don't wear much jewelry unless you consider this jewelry. That's not actually jewelry. It tells me that my stress level's too high. Collaboration requests for a device to plug in my phone that stays plugged into it, so when I get in the car it automatically connects. Anyway, 95% of them I just ignore, go into the trash, don't even respond back to them. I do respond to some, and recently I just did the video on these Hey Gears resin printing system that's here behind me. And that leads me to this thing here and how this came about. So I got this request, and it wasn't so much a collaboration request, was, hey, would you look at this product of ours and see where it would fit in the 3D printing world? Companies trying to get into the space. I get it. I kind of blew it off that day. And then I got home that evening and I was working on building the Reaper. I don't even know where it is. It's the 3D Sets Reaper. And I was 3D printing some resin parts on this exact printer right here. And one of the things that I do when I get something out of the printer and run it through the wash tank is after it comes out of the wash tank, I like to take a blower and blow the alcohol off of it before I cure it. I don't know that it's something that's required so much as I seen a video one time where somebody did that and it seemed to work really well, and I've done it ever since. And so that evening I printed parts and I had my blower here, this thing that I bought, and I printed the parts. I blew them off, cured them. I'm like, wait a second, this is portable. How good is it? This is kind of portable, but you got to plug it in, so it works. I bought this 5-6 years ago. I think I paid about $75 for it. It does a good job. It blows. It's not plugged in right now, but it's loud. It gets hot. It does do what it's supposed to do. So I responded back to that email, I think that night or the next morning. I said, you know what, I'll if you want to send me one, I'll try it out and give you my thoughts on it and stuff like that. So they did. They sent it to my business office. It's where I have everything shipped to, because I have a shipping and receiving team there, and I'm out of town a lot, so they can receive stuff in. I happened to be there the day this showed up. It came fairly quickly. I got it out and I was playing with it at my desk, and I was using it to clean my keyboard and desk and all that. And my assistant heard me from her office, and she had just complained to me a couple days before that we were out of the canned air crap. And I buy them in the 6-pack cans. I don't know if they're huffing them or what they're doing, but they don't last any time at all. And she stepped there and she goes, "What's that noise?" I said, "Oh, it's this new thing I got, and I was using to..." It made its way through the office. I didn't have it back for 2 days. They've now sold 2 more of these because of this one they sent me, because I had to have one for the office, and I had to have a second one for the office. You get the point. Anyway, WOLFBOX MF200 is the name of this. They shipped it to me, and it's quite the toy tool. It comes with 4 different nozzles, So you've got a wide nozzle, you've got a shorter concentrated nozzle, a longer, even tighter concentrated nozzle, and a wider nozzle. So I brought it home. Well, hang on a second. It also comes with a couple of brushes. Obviously, I've had this brush out, and I haven't had this brush out. I will tell you that I just returned from an overseas trip to Dubai and the Maldives and that. And the problem in the Maldives is humidity is really high. And I would keep my camera, this camera right here, that's your inside my room at night. And when I would take it out in the morning to try to get sunrise pictures, I'll post one of them up here. Or one night when I was taking pictures of the Milky Way, again, I'll post a picture up here. My camera lenses would immediately fog. Well, I would just take this thing here out of the bag and put that on there and give it some blow, and it would unfog the camera lenses, and I wasn't out there waiting for an hour for things to adjust and finally dry out. So it has multiple uses outside of 3D printing, but inside of 3D printing, I came home with it. The very first thing I did is my printers are due for maintenance. I've got a lot of enclosed printers over in the other room, over there. I've got them everywhere. And as you know, printers build up a lot of crap, you know, little pieces that get knocked off of filament, prime lines that you flick out of there and it just drops below the build plate and you're just like, I'll get to it later. That all builds up in there. And you can take the vacuum and get in there and get most of it. I've got a big shop vac down here and I get in there and shop vac it out. But what I found with this right here is I could take at the top and blow down into the bottom and then, you know, blow out to the front of the printer and then just a quick swipe with a vacuum and it's gone on the ones that have a lip. On the Voron 350 2.4, it just blows it right out onto the floor and then the robot vacuum takes care of it. So that's proved to be very useful. I printed this little flexible manta ray in memory of the, I'm going to call it the trip of a lifetime from hell that I just got back from, because as you may or may not know, we got caught up in Dubai and in the whole mess over there. But I'm home. We made it home. Everybody's home safely. And I'll post the video up here, put the video up here of the cleaning of the printers and of the manta ray. And this thing works phenomenal. It uses a USB-C port to charge. The battery drops out of there. I'm not sure how they have this worked out, but I do know that when you're blowing with this, it's also got some airflow that must be coming down through the battery because there's vents on here that you can actually feel the air coming out. But there's where the USB-C plugs in. I've charged it once. And right now, it's still 3 out of 4 bars. And then on the back here, there's 3 lights, and 3 on is the highest power. Then if you push it again, that's mid power, that's low power. So high power, you squeeze the trigger, it comes on, it's loud. Mid power, it's trigger on and trigger off, and low power is the same thing, trigger on, trigger off. The amount of air this thing puts out on high power, I can't even begin to describe it. Now, I don't have a Kestrel meter to measure this one against this one, but by feel alone and just by using the two, and I've got the concentrator nozzles, they're about the same size if you look there. Now this one has some air bypasses that this one doesn't, so this may have an actual higher volume of air, but it still has the cord. You still have to find a place to plug it in. This one right here, you can just grab it inside the printers, over in this room to dry stuff off. So it's not a cheap tool, but it is very, very high quality. It's got a feel and a weight to it that says quality. The amount of air flow that this thing has is just, I mean, you know, That's on high, and it's loud. I mean, I think it's probably a brushless DC motor like they use in RC cars or ducted fan jets, because it more or less looks like a ducted fan in there. And multiple nozzles you can put on it for different situations. Really, honestly, I've only used this one here, but there's 3 others that go with it. So it's not a necessity, but the longer you have this, the more uses you'll find for it. And I'm going to warn you, dusting the dash in the car, dusting the gauges in the car, this thing's gotten a lot of use since I've got it. Not just in 3D printing, but in 3D printing, it's gotten a lot of use too. Drying parts. My final video that I did for this right here, the parts that I dried before I cured them, I used this instead of the old X Power thing here. Works absolutely wonderful. It sits next to my keyboard in my office all the time. It's right there all the time. It's like the mouse and the Space Mouse. It's a tool that's in my office all the time. When I'm clearing off the workbench to build something else, and I've got all the little bits and bobs and pieces that are up there that are just trash, I can just take this and go along the back wall, and a sweep like this, the bench is cleared off. The RoboVac does its job and picks it up on the floor. So WOLFBOX MF200, current list price on it is $129.99. Link is in the video description down below. There'll be 2 links. Both of them get you to a price of $99.99. One of them is WOLFBOX's link to Amazon, and the other one is my affiliate link. I don't care which one you use. They already gave me this, so even if you use my affiliate link, I've already got one of these, and I've already bought 2 more of them. I bought one personally for my office, and the company purchased one. I did, the company, but one of them's a company write-off. One of them's just because I wanted one of these in my office, and not taking this one back and forth. And yeah, it's WOLFBOX MF200 blower. I really find this to be a handy tool. It's one of them things that you didn't know you needed until you have it, and then you realize how much you've needed it. And if you're in the maker space and you're into lasers, my big laser right over there, as you know, the underside of a laser, after so much time, gets a lot of crap built up down in there, and it's a pain to go try to vacuum that out through the honeycomb plate. This right here, I can blow it out of the honeycomb plate and hold my vacuum into the exhaust port where it sucks it out of the honeycomb plate, and it stirs everything up, out the vacuum it goes. So there's a lot of uses for this in our space. And then, like I said, you're going to find out this is something you didn't know you needed until you actually have it, and then you're going to realize you need it. Again, video or description in the video comments down below. I mean, links in the video comments down below. I'm still jet lagged, so bear with me. Links in the video description down below. 2 links. One's mine, one's theirs. I'll clearly say which is which. Use either one. Use theirs, use mine. It's $100. Can you 3D print the rest of your life without one of these? Absolutely. Can you resin print without one of these? Absolutely. Will this help you? Well, it won't make your prints any better. That's not what it is. Is it a tool that you'll find useful in your workflow and in your shop? I really think you should take a look at it. Every time I turn around, I'm finding another place that, hey, where's that WOLFBOX blower? I can use it for that. I took it with me on my trip to Dubai and Maldives, mainly because I was going to be out in the desert in Dubai on the sand dunes, and sand, cameras, you get the point. I took this with me so I could clean my cameras off in Dubai when we were out in the sand dunes, or when we got back to the apartment after we were out in the dunes all day, and worked wonderful for that. I didn't use the softer brush. In fact, you just seen me take it out of the package. I used the harder brush, but it still worked. And then I was sandboarding down a mountain, and I vape. So yes, I know. You don't need to tell me it's bad for me. I know it is. But I do lots of things that are way worse than that are bad for me. But I was sandboarding down the mountain, sand dune, sandboarding, trying to sandboard. I looked like a beached whale wobbling all the way down, but I took a big digger and my vape was in my pocket and it filled my pocket with sand. The vape was filled with sand. We got back to the room that night, or the apartment that night, and I'm out on the balcony on the 30th floor showering everybody with sand as I'm blowing out my vape and blowing out the cameras and stuff. Worked great for that. Got to the Maldives, high humidity, warm air, warm moist air, middle of the Indian Ocean. In our bungalow, our overwater bungalow was air conditioned, so it was nice and cold in there. You take one of these mirrorless DSLR cameras out of that nice air conditioned cold space into the warm humid air, and poof, you have fogged lenses. Normally it's a hour wait, or you have to leave the camera outside so it stays acclimated to it. I didn't want to leave the camera out in salt air, so it was going in when I wasn't outside and I was taking it out. And this right here made less than a minute's work out of clearing fogged lenses. Just blew it on the lens, bam, on our way. So cleaning printers, drying alcohol off of resin printed parts out of the wash station, or water if you're using water-based, but I don't use water-based resins. I use resins that require IPA to clean them. And it works great. Don't know what else to say. Works great. Thanks everybody for watching. And yeah, WOLFBOX MF200. Check it out. It's a high quality tool. I'm still going to call it a toy, but it's a tool. As always, I thank each and every one of you for watching these all the way to the end. I talk a lot, don't say much. My videos go way too long, but hey, I got nothing better to do. So, as always, peace out.